Hey guys. Alright, let me take a quick shot of this. I'm at the beginning of the Moab Road trailhead. Here down here we have a barricade. I started driving down 93A from Jasper. There's a sign that says barricade in 15 kilometers. The road's closed. I don't know why, but in my mind it was like, okay, I can't get to this trailhead from there. So I drive all the way to Athabasca Falls on the main road and then start coming down there and run into the barricade. And then it's like, oh, I'm screwed. I can't get to the trailhead. Then it's like, probably I can get to it from the other side. So, okay, the original side. So all the way back along the highway again, and then all the way up on here. Here we are. It's been a long road to get here, and I don't mean just with that story. I mean that there's been a lot of things going on in order to get me to this point. But anyway, let's go down this road. That's going to be the first adventure. 9 kilometers down some rando road in my little teeny tiny 17-year-old car. Look at the Whirlpool River. That is just pretty. What's wrong with that? Okay, this road has actually been really good shape so far. 3.4 kilometers down. I've been ripping along at like 40, 50 kilometers an hour, even 60 a bunch of times. So yeah, compared to some of the roads I've seen, you know, the one to Friat and Geraldine, Celestine, it's in great shape. Look at this, there's been a bunch of trimming and they just sort of left the trees and stuff right beside. Maybe they're just not finished. I don't know. There's even a pair of red chairs back there. A little rest area. I had no idea. Who knew? Made it to the parking lot. It's ironic that this road is in good shape and there's several trucks here. There's a bobcat running around. I would just assume that something that they basically want to shut down would be, yeah. But there's a lot of work going into this right now. Talked to the guy in the bobcat, asked him where he wanted me to park. And he mentioned too that there's a trail crew coming out with chainsaws. So that's okay. Cool. At least there's that, right? At least there's that. Apparently they do one trip a year through the pass, even though there's no bridge at Simon Creek. I could talk for at least 5 minutes about how I got here with my thinking and my planning and all that sort of thing. At some point it will, but right now I want to get myself going because it is already, sheesh, I don't know, 2:25. I drove in from Edmonton, had that rigmarole, you know, got gas, got food, talked to the trail office, did all that. So I only have 10 kilometers to go, like to get to Thai camp. But yeah, it's been a day. Yesterday was a day, and I need to finish this thing off. So yeah, let's get this rodeo started. So you can see that I'm pulling at all the stops to try and get across the creek. Bringing my boat with me. That's about an extra 12 pounds of stuff. And there's 7 days of food. I weighed it. I almost wished I didn't because that's 55 pounds. I almost wish I didn't know how much it weighs. Whirlpool Valley, eh? Oh, an historic site, really? Why do you have this here? It's almost impossible to get there. All right. Here we go. Apparently this guy said the first, I don't know, he said the first 7.5 kilometers or whatever, he's already been down with that bobcat. So today is expected to be no big deal. Tough part it is the weight, but it's all that weight is only going to Simon Creek, and then presuming I get past it across, and the boat and a lot of that stuff is staying. Bit of a climb to break in the legs to start. Oh, I see like another brown sign and everything up here. I think there's like another trailhead up here. Right, of course. Moab Lake. Might do that when I come back out, but probably I'll just be deliriously happy to get back to the car. Nice. Can see there's been snow. Hopefully not much of it is stuck to the ground at the pass, but obviously I'm taking a bit of a chance, right? Okay, I'll take that action overlooking Moab Lake. Not bad, man, not bad at all. I think I saw something about this online. You can take that trail down, there's a trail along the lake, and then you can come up here. And I like the thinking here, you know? Keep the view, get rid of some of the trees. I wish they would do a little bit more in the national parks. I mean, there's 7 million trees or God knows what in here. Ugh, what's wrong with cutting down like 10 of them so we can have a nice view? Not bad, not bad at all. This is so nice here. Why don't I just get my talking done? All right, so early in the season, I thought about, like early in the season, it was already showing to be a lot of sunshine, low water year. And so I thought this is a good year to go and try to get across Simon Creek at the end of September, right? So I tried and tried. I did a lot of research to make it a through hike. It's probably the same distance as it is to go to Athabasca Pass and back. But ultimately you've got 14 kilometers, which has been cleared by BC Parks. So I'm sorry to miss that, because ultimately I've decided not to do a through hike. But then there's 35 kilometers of logging road. And in order to get across that channel at the end of it, I would have to bring the boat. So now we're talking an extra 12 pounds for over maybe just around 100 kilometers, which is a lot. That's a lot of weight, man. And I'm not going to spend $1,200 on a pack raft with professional this and professional that. You know, it's just not going to happen. And then I tried to hook up with somebody, and I found someone who was willing. But it proved to not be a good match. The guy was, well, he had a vision about how he thought it should go. And even at the slightest hint of something different, he would bail. So he did it twice, and I just let him go. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna, you know, I need more commitment than just, okay, well, you're even suggesting we do something a little differently, I'm bailing. So, all right, done. So that kind of killed, to me, that kind of killed the through hike notion for me. A decent way to see the pass would be you load up a boat, you load up an e-bike. You need a boat big enough for your e-bike and a backpack. You drive all the way down to the end from Revelstoke. It's a long drive, you know, on gravel roads and stuff. I haven't actually done it, but I'm presuming a little bit. You take that boat across that channel, and then you use the e-bike or a mountain bike and go the 35 kilometers on the logging roads to the base of, you know, like kind of crossing, I think it's Jeffrey Creek. And apparently there's a really old campground there, campsite. And then you have to climb the Grand Côte, which apparently is a lot, but I mean, give yourself 2 days maybe. And then you get up to Athabasca Pass, right? One day maybe I'll do that, but I don't see that anytime in my future. That's another thing about the through hike is, like, I thought South Boundary Trail was bad, like trying to get from trailhead to trailhead. Oh wait, man, this one's bad. This one's really bad. Like a long drive up gravel roads. I'd be doing it end of September. I don't even know if there's any vehicles. Is there anyone camping in there at this time of year? So how do you hitchhike out of there? That's after getting across the channel, right? And then I got a hitchhike from Revelstoke all the way back to the 93A intersection, and then I gotta walk up that road, which is about 9 kilometers. So, because no one's driving up there, I can't hitchhike that. So I mean, that would have been insane. That would have been insane. Just the hitchhiking from Revelstoke to Lake Louise intersection, and then Lake Louise all the way. Good luck to you. You do it as 2 people, you have 2 vehicles, okay. But as a single solo hiker, forget it. All right, good luck to you. All right, that's my talking about the through hike. I'm already at 4 minutes. That's enough for now. I'll talk about how I came around to doing this backpack. I'll do that later, maybe at the camp or something. One thing about having to go down that road in the car is right off the hop, I can't hear the highway anymore. Sometimes on a backpack, like for instance, like Castlegar Meadows, it's like 8-9 kilometers before you finally actually turn away and get away from the highway. Wow. I guess Whirlpool is kind of a popular close backpack. The last time I saw signs like that was going to Big Bend. So maybe they do all want to keep this open, just all they're going to keep open is up to like Thai Camp. It's got the historical logging buildings out there particularly. Definitely see my future laid out in front of me. Happy to see that there's really not snow sticking very high up on those mountains. Well, the trail climbed a little bit beside Moab Lake, and now it's bringing me back down, so that's okay. There is going to be obvious elevation change. I am climbing up a pass, even if it is along 50 kilometers. I get the sense that it's a fairly gradual deal. Yeah, it's funny they even have trail numbers out here. 115. Could be a nicer day, but I'm starting to get that nature joy going on. The stresses are starting to melt away. Look at the yellow leaves. Starting to hear the river. Oh yeah, baby. That didn't take long. I'm only just over 2 kilometers in. Well, I got a big mark in some old tree and a little trail. Go check out the river. Not bad, a little sandbar. You can see that everything is really slowed down here, so it'd be a good place to cross, particularly if you're on horseback. There was some evidence on that trail of old chainsaw, but nobody's used it for some time, that's for sure. Yeah. Who knows what this was? Maybe it was an old campsite. Decided to walk up the river for a second, and there, check it out, there's an old bridge. Kind of wonder if this was the site of the bridge or it got washed down here. I see a bunch of suspicious pieces of wood here too. This could have been like some old sawmill site or something. I mean, the Thai camp up there they probably floated the logs down the river. Maybe this was a building, hard to tell, but there's plenty of human cut wood here. All right, this could have been just a place where things washed up. Right there too, like some of these pieces of wood are clearly not natural. Amazing how long some of it lasts, Wood sometimes will not rot. It takes quite a while. Beautiful spot though. Not bad at all. Well, I think maybe there were some buildings down here. This looks like a bit of an old camp spot. Really old. You clearly have some cut down trees. And they have a big, unnatural looking hole which could have been the crapper or something. This close to the water, ugh. But hey, you know, back then they just did whatever. There's another possibility too for that spot. You know how the water all swirled around there? Perfect landing spot for boats. So it could be people who have brought their stuff, like their pack rafts, far down river, and then they get out here, because otherwise you can't get to the Moab Lake trailhead. The river is, that trailhead is far above the river, so. There's no doubt that they managed to, that there was a forest fire through this valley at one point. It's been some years though. But I imagine with the help of the river and this road, I mean, they basically protected the road. Doesn't seem like the road got it. They managed to stave it off. But yeah, you can definitely, I wonder what year it was. Look how far down the water is going underneath this thing. The culvert must be about at least 10 feet underneath dirt. It's a long ways down there. This is coming really slow. 55 pounds is a bitch. It's a lot. This thing is very nearly flooding the road. It's not far. Kind of wonder if the bridge I saw on the river was one of the ones that used to be here, just managed to get washed out over there. Another candidate for a washed out, or the bridge that's washed out on the river. That's a nice little creek. Aside from the fact that I love bridges, another reason to put these on camera is, you know, in 10 years, people are gonna look back on it and see it, and, you know, it'll be in much different shape now, and maybe whoever built that thing wants to see what it looks like. You know, they built it 10 years ago. Whatever. It's historical keeping, right? Fact keeping. Or documenting. There we go. Not bad, man. Not bad. There's a bit of a tear in here. I don't know if it's part of the river or not. But I got the feeling that the Whirlpool Campground is just around the corner someplace. Little wooden underground bridge, culvert. Still doing his job, a solid 100 years later. Oh, okay. Awesome. Oh, jeez. Park staff? Oh my God, that is so funny. Well, I just had an awesome conversation with the two park staff. And about halfway through, I asked about a different trail, and the guy goes, "Oh, are you Mark?" He's Etienne Cardinal. I had talked to him earlier this year about the moose horn, about a bunch of things, and he was really nice to me. He answered a lot of questions, and yeah, so that's hilarious. Oh my God, I just ran into him. They got heli lifted into the pass. They came all the way through. They crossed Simon Creek. It came up to just at their crotch. So that is awesome news. There's currently, they got at the pass on Thursday, this is 3 or 4 days ago now, but there's no snow up there. And yeah, someone left a quad there for them. So now they're done. They're gonna quad out, and they've cleared the whole thing of trees. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. What a beautiful spot. Even have some benches over here that's away from the eating area. Just to eat your just to have your coffee and eat, and if you want, with the amazing views, like, man. Unfortunately, it started to rain on me. You can see down there too that it could last for a little while. It's coming. Oh well. Oh, that's amazing news. I might not even need the bloody boat, but I already hauled it 6 kilometers, and I don't want that thing to raise and go high on me, so I'm gonna bring it. I'll leave it on the other side of the river. Still can't believe I ran into the exact warden that I have been talking to. That is so funny. I thought he was a girl. But when it's Etienne, anything you say in French, I mean, I am French, but anything you say, you know, anything spelled like that, you just think it's a girl. Oh my God. Anyway, now I know it's not. I even said that too. I'm like, I thought you were a girl. Well, I am booked here my last night, so I'm gonna get my butt out of here. I only have 2.5 hours left until sunset, and I have 5 kilometers to go. That's one thing about hiking this late in the year is 7:30 the sun goes down, and of course every day I'm gonna lose like 3 minutes. So yeah, I need to, you know, my ambitions, I definitely need to get my ass to the camp, get my tent up, get some food in me, and settle in for the night. God, I'm gonna spend a lot of time in my tent in the dark. Sun goes down at 7:30 every night. I figured I was gonna see park staff. I didn't think I'd see them so quickly. So it's day 1. Honestly, I'd be surprised if I saw anyone again until like at least day 7, until I get on the other side of the Simon Creek again. Presuming I make it through there, which, you know, from the report I just got, those guys made it through on foot. So that is awesome. Barely even care that I'm walking in the rain right now. I am uplifted 100%. Simon Creek it's a stress. You know, I've been stressing about it for years. And to hear that there's pretty much an amazing chance I'm gonna get over it without even using my boat, that is, oh, just amazing. Just amazing. A thought has occurred to me to leave my boat. You know, just stuff it in one of the bear boxes back there. But the fact is that the boat was never about getting across Simon Creek. It was about getting back across. I mean, if I couldn't get across to begin with, then all right, I'd turn around and go home. But, you know, I go up to the pass, come back, and the thing is a foot higher, and now I have to risk my life to cross it because I must cross on the way back. Screw that. I'll have the boat. I won't even think about it. I won't worry about it. It'll be there. Done. I'm safe, right? That means I haul this extra 12 pounds for 30 kilometers, you know, 15 there, 15 back, but whatever, man. I can do this with an easy conscience. A little shower, enough to get all the leaves and stuff wet, but nothing major. Already got my rain gear off. Oh, I'm just so massively uplifted. I'm so glad I decided to just say screw it and come do this trail. After I got reports of snow at elevation, I'm going to tell my story now. And, you know, the creek going up and down, and basically I asked park staff about the trail, and all they really did was, you know, tell me all the dangers and scare me. After that, I kind of decided, okay, screw it. I'm going to go and do something in the Front Ranges of Banff. And so I planned a lot for a few days in there. Little shout out to Phil Richards. He really helped me a bunch. And so I planned out this elaborate trip into the Panther River. And then yesterday I just got mad. I saw, what started it was I saw someone's pictures on Jasper Trails of the Tonquin Valley, and there was almost nothing. There was little dustings of snow around. That was it. So basically I got an attitude, I got mad. I just kind of went, you know what? I saw the forecast for Jasper. First 2 days, like 3 days, including today, fine. And then I go to another weather site and it's different. And another weather site is different. They're both actually better. And I just said, you know what? I have no real desire to go do Panther River right now. I don't. I want to bang off. I have been looking and kind of stressing about this Simon Creek business for years. This has been on my radar. It's like, I just kind of went, you know what? Like, f*** the snow, f*** Simon Creek, f*** the forecast. I'm going to drive to Edmonton, get my boat. F*** having to do that. I'll just do it. Take care of it. You know, pardon my French, but I just kind of went, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. F*** this shit. Totally f*** this shit. And now I'm glad I did, right? Now it's like, it might really pay off. Well, I was busy cursing up a storm. I came to a bit of an intersection. Looks like the old road goes down there, and here's the trail. Okay. Well, now I want to follow the road. There's even a little something going on down there. Huh. Horse trail? I don't think I have time for any kind of real side trips right now, but the road looks pretty good. Probably it just goes down to the river and then fades away. You know, the river probably ate it. All right, well, I went to mark the intersection on my phone, and it actually showed this road coming down 70 meters. So I thought, you know, why don't I just go check it out? And I'm glad I did, because, I mean, beavers made a pool. Here you can already see water. And then, okay, over here, you know, nature trails, but this is it. It shows Fire Road actually on the thing. So this is probably, I mean, that road is to come down and give access to the river for crews who are fighting fires, right? Because obviously they want that. Anyway, you can see stuff beaten down. I'm sure a lot of animals have come down here and slept for the night. And great water source, right? At least for them anyway. And beavers and such. Well, just to really satisfy my curiosity, I came down here from, there's the end of the road. Came straight where you can see it's kind of a natural here, right? It's just a drop off, so. Well, I was pretty spoiled by that road. And now I have to try and balance with all this weight on. Little creek crossing, it's cute. Oh, just going down this. All this weight. Really testing out the balancing muscles. Okay, I'm putting my phone away and grabbing onto my pools for this. Boy, am I glad those guys came through and cut this crap out of here. I've been past 2 or 3 massive trees like that already. Been through 2 or 3 of these now. It's the end of September, so I imagine that they become maybe a bit of a thing during hot water season. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thai camp. Okay. Where is everything? It's got to be more than just a bear hang, right? Boy, oh boy, this is definitely not the Rockstar campground around here. Whirlpool has picnic tables and all kinds of stuff going on. Not a bad view, though. Bad at all. Oh. Yeah. Phew. Well, I follow the Privy Trail, and then it keeps going. And obviously, it's not the main trail, but there's flagging. And it keeps going for a bit. I'm not sure what's about that, but I definitely don't have time to piss around with some random trail right now. I have like, I don't know, 45 minutes till sunset, so definitely need to get a few things done. Incredibly basic log on yeah, it doesn't even like go to 2 trees. See, it's broken. All right, we're really getting simplistic now. Alrighty, just come down here from the campsite. I don't think I want to use that water. I guess I have to try and cross those or something, or maybe go down what I think is the main trail to get a better water source. I don't know. Definitely don't want to cross those sticks, especially not twice. If I'd fallen off that, my God, my day would be so ruined. It is pretty cool down here. I hope I get to see this with blue skies at some point. Tomorrow morning or something. We're on the way out. Not bad. All right, there's got to be some good running water around here. Finally just had to walk this whole channel out. Eventually it turned west. Kind of forced me to go down there, so. Oh, the water's so beautiful. Whirlpool River is just beautiful. Doesn't look like the greatest drinking water. I can't really win with this. Oh well, I'll gather it up and I'll boil it and treat it. What else can you do, you know? Well, I ended up on the trail a little bit. Finally, I managed to come down and get a place to gather water. Otherwise, I'd have been on my chest. And, you know, it was raining earlier. And this is just... This is crap. Oh well, it can't all be amazing. All right, I'm gonna definitely boil or treat. I gotta climb my way back up there now. Back up on the trail, and then I found this. So there's a high trail and a low trail. So this is the one that I was following earlier that goes to the log across the log toilet. Clearly it's not being cleared by the park staff, who literally just came through here. But, you know, it's an alternative to being down there anyway. Maybe down there is flooded. Well, I've eaten, set up my tent and everything. I don't think I have much daylight left, but I still want to go and try to check out some of the buildings from the Thai camp. Not sure how far they are, hopefully no more than 10 minutes at best. Look around until it gets dark, and I mean, like I said, the sun is supposed to go down 7:30. I'm going to keep myself doing something until at least that time because then it's dark. And I mean, my options are go spend time in the tent, yeah, or like make a fire, but I don't know, I guess I'm not inclined to make a fire. Even then, really all I'll do is stare at the fire until it goes out. I don't have any firewood either. I don't have time to go and collect anything, right? Oh boy. Look over there. Definitely could be some rain tonight. All right, well, I'm heading back. Should have done a bit of reading. In the Canadian Rockies Trail Guide, it just kind of says, oh, shortly thereafter, Thai camp buildings show up. Well, then I go look at some other stuff I've got, like the description from Don Beers, and it's a full 2 kilometers after the campground, so screw that. I do not have time for any of that. I wanted to go and treasure hunt, get some of that done, you know, before tomorrow, because tomorrow I have big plans, right? I want to try and get, aside from getting across the Simon Creek, I want to get all the way to Scott's, what is it, Scott's Flats? About 19-20 kilometers, so that's big plans, right? Anyway, whatever. If I spend half hour treasure hunting and enjoying that site, which I definitely want to do, so be it. It's not the end of the world. Too bad it's not a little more clear. There's where I'm going. I think over here, this valley is, that's where Simon Creek comes out of. Well, according to the Canadian Rockies trail guide anyway, I finished 11.2, which is not a crazy day, but with a 55-pound pack, I'll take it. Plus, I drove from Edmonton, and plus I managed to find the road to the trailhead. Who knew that was the thing? Anyway, the funny part is, I should have read Don Beer's description at least sometime, recently, because like the first thing out of his mouth in his book is, if you have problems tolerating cloudy water, said the water available on this trail is glacier water. And sure enough, that's exactly what I got. So, not a big deal. I'll work with it. I just rather not, because cloudy water, there's all that stuff in the water makes it much easier for Jarda and junk to stick to it, right? But not a big deal. I have stuff that can treat it, so yeah. Anyway, the next 2 days I have ambitious schedules. It'll become way easier when I get rid of the boat. And hopefully I can get to the pass in 2 days. I can beat whatever weather might be coming in, right? I don't know if it'll be here or not. That's the point. I mean, you just never know. It's late September. So yeah. Good night.